bigotry, misogyny, racism be used as weapons to scare, threaten anyone who has tried to stand up for justice. Yet today we are here to remind everyone that what unwavering commitment to justice looks like. So can I get an amen on that one? So today we've seen that our system of justice is prepared to hold Donald Trump accountable for his crimes against democracy. But truth can't wait for just Trumps to be held accountable and his trials to begin. We must all be willing to stand on the line for truth and justice. We must all be willing to stand on the lines for truth and justice. We must continue this campaign for truth, to protect our freedoms, stand up for forces against oppression and marginalization and discrimination that Donald Trump feeds on. Donald Trump has been indicted for conspiracy and obstruction, but it's his contempt for the law that screams from the rooftops. Contempt for democracy and for our elections. Contempt for everything that stands in his way, and all he stands for is for himself. But it's time we finally hold him accountable and hold him accountable for all the violence that he's been inciting for the last few years, inflaming on vital voter suppression and for this country. Donald Trump is not above the law. And Donald Trump does not stand alone in this. He stands along amongst a line of people who've been helping him and standing the structural ills of this country. Those white supremacy, homophobia, misogyny, xenophobia. All of this, we must be held accountable as well. If we are to ensure that everyone can equally enjoy justice and equality, we cannot have a former president be able to operate on his own set of rules. We cannot allow continued attacks on our democracy go unchecked and uncontrolled. To keep everyone safe, we will demand that no one be held above the law. And we will continue to call out everyone who will try to maintain systems of oppression and disenfranchisement. I cannot think of anything more anti-American and anti-freedom than attacking the very foundations of democracy. But we will not bend and we will not break. I want you all to say that. We will not bend and we will not break. That's why we will continue to hold him accountable and his associates accountable. But we will also need to dismantle the very systems of oppression and white supremacy and that perpetuate injustice in this country. Donald Trump is facing prison time today because he tried to subvert the elections. We cannot let this be normal behavior in this country. And we cannot let our democracy continue to be hijacked by voter restrictions and laws that disproportionately impact young people, persons with disabilities, LGBTQIA persons, underserved communities, and people of color. We cannot allow this to happen. Within each of these communities, women are most harshly impacted, and we have to make sure that Congress pass the Freedom to Vote Act. It's essential to fair and free elections. So as we come back, we need to make sure that we all join together in inclusive solidarity. We need each other, we need our power. We cannot let the special interests of money and special interests of power lead. We deserve leaders who are fighting for us and for equality and justice. Now we'll be there, now the law will be there. We ask you all join us because Donald Trump and no one is above the law. Thank you.